since you mentioned cArn there, obviously this is like a perfect moment to ask you about him, because as you say, this tournament, it's funny, he obviously had so much success with Forest, and he had amazing success when they got Get Right in the team. Like, he already had loads of championships, he'd won major, it's like, got all sorts of accomplishments. But I have to say, this was actually the tournament that, to me, yeah, I would say this should be his like signature tournament in his career. This should be the one, because that's the point. When he was like one of the best leaders before, actually he was a half decent fragger, as you say, he won that clutch in his match, etc. One of the things I used to think was, back then, some of us used to be very biased, right? Basically, to us, in-game leaders were people who were wizards with tactics. It's like Ave, Veslin, if you're going back far, people who are just nerds and they come with a massive notebook and they've got every strategy and they've looked at all the demos. Whereas when I've looked at cArn, I thought, I've actually seen a lot of Swedish players like this. It's the guy where, like, you just get really good Swedish players around you, you call something quite loose, and then you have to frag as well. But if you do, you win, and it's like, you're basically almost like a super mixed team, But if you do the right tactic, it obviously works. Now, this tournament is what made me really appreciate, like, there's more to being an in-game leader than tactics. Like, there's being a captain. There's knowing, like, the right tactic calls, knowing how to use players. In this case, players that other people don't think are that good. Because to win this tournament, like, listen, it's obviously eventually the SK team did become better. Like, enough talent is going to outweigh it in the long run. But give me some thoughts, because this is when I kind of started to realise, as an in-game leader, he must have something extra. Like, I'll even say, getting to know him over the years, one thing I've noticed he's got is a lot of Swedish players can be a little bit shy or don't show as much personality. He's got a lot of charisma for a Swedish guy. So give me some thoughts on cArn, the captain and the leader.
I think he, by far, the best in-game leader Sweden has ever had. I can't talk about all the in-game leaders, that wouldn't be correct for me, but I do believe, I can honestly say that I do believe he is the best. I've heard a lot of people also saying, even my grandmother would be able to win titles as an in-game leader when you had Forest, Gux, and Get Right.
Yes.
But there's so much to his style of calling. I learned a lot from him. I think that he's the main reason why I went up to become an IGL, and also the main reason why I became a coach, because I learned from him the way he thought. He was very good to not only call around, but he was good to explain why he did that call. And that's why we learned from him. So I don't think it wasn't a coincidence that me and Exist, who played for him, went on to become IGLs, because we learned from him. But at the same time, this was a time when CS didn't have that structure around the team, where you had managers, where you had mental coaches and whatever. He was everything at that time. He was the mental coach. He was the manager of the team. He was the IGL. So whenever we went somewhere, he was taking care of everything. Okay, the cabs will wait for us at 8:15. We go to dinner. I've booked a place here. So he did all that kind of thing. So he was like the dad of the team. At also a young age, I think back in 2010, I don't know how old he was, maybe under 30. But he was very mature for his age. And ever since that period, I've always seen him as that type of godfather of Swedish CS. So yeah, that's my picture of cArn. A very mature kind of guy, but with a lot of responsibility. And I think he has always behaved in the best possible way. I don't know if I've ever heard any controversy around him. I learned a lot from him as an IGL in game, but sadly, maybe not as much as a individual, how to act in the community.